Okay, hello. Good morning, everyone. I'm back. I am Mom B at your service. So, for today, we are going to have our lesson on week 4. Okay, so it is about theorems related to chords, arcs, central angles, and inscribed angles. And for our objectives at the end of the lesson, you should able to letter A, determine theorems related to arcs, chords, and angles of a circle. And letter B, find the measure of arcs, central angles, and inscribed angles of a circle. Let's start with the first theorem. In a circle or in congruent circles, two minor arcs are congruent if and only if their corresponding central angles are congruent. So this deals about congruent arcs and congruent angles. Specifically, central angles. So let's have example. Okay, so in the figure, you can see here central angle CAD, and suppose that angle CAD is equal to 90 degrees. And based on the theorem, its corresponding angle is angle BAD, which is also 90 degrees because they are central angles. In short, angle CAD is congruent to angle BAD. In addition, so sabi nga, dahil central angle, the measure of the central angle is equal to the measure of its intercepted arc. So, ano ang intercepted arc ng angle CAD? Yan. Siyempre, it's arc CD. And, siyempre, equal sila, di ba? And then, the intercepted arc of angle BAD is arc DB or BD, which is also 90 degrees. So it goes that arc CD is congruent to arc BD. So pag sinabi natin congruent, it means same shape and same size. So the size are equal and the shape are the same. So that's theorem number 1. Next, for theorem number 2, in a circle or in congruent circles, two minor arcs are congruent if and only if their corresponding chords are congruent. Yan. So, dito naman may binanggit na corresponding chords sa number 2. So, hanapin nga natin yan. Okay, so you see a circle with two chords. Namely, segment AB and segment DC. So, they are congruent. Okay, so ngayon may arcs ang segment AB. So, the intercepted arc is arc AB and here, arc DC. So, halimbawa, so, dahil congruent yung chords nila, congruent din yung kanilang mga arcs. Kaya, arc AB is congruent to arc DC. So, kung ang arc AB ay 100 degrees, ano ang measure ng arc DC dahil congruent sila? Yan. It's also 100 degrees. Okay, moving on to third theorem. In a circle, a diameter bisects a chord and an arc with the same endpoints if and only if it is perpendicular to the chord. So, heto yung mga keywords dito sa theorem number 3. Binanggit ang diameter, ang chord. So, ang diameter at ang chord ay nag-bisect. Ibig sabihin, nakat, nahati. And may perpendicular. O, tingnan natin sa illustration. Yan. So, you see two segments that are perpendicular. So, ano yon? Yan. Segment FD and segment AB. So, we say that segment AB is perpendicular to segment FD. Yan. So, pag sinabi nating FB, perpendicular. So, kumbaga, nagpo-form siya ng letter T. Diba? O, dahil dyan, alam natin na pwede tayo makapag-create ng angles. So, paano yan? So, syempre, magdodraw tayo ng segment from the center to a point on the circle. Yan. So, kinonect ko siya yung center, yung point O to point F. O, ganun din dito. I can connect point O to point D. O, dahil dyan, nakabuo tayo ng mga angles. Diba? So, ayan. So, dahil from the center to any point, tinawag natin siyang radius. At heto na yung mga angles na na-form. So, anong klaseng angles yan? These are central angles, di ba? Kasi the vertex letter is at the center. Okay. So, syempre, alam naman natin na ang measure ng central angle ay equal sa measure ng kanilang intercepted arc. So, heto yung intercepted arc. Arc FB, and doon sa kabila, arc BD. O, di congruent din sila dahil congruent yung central angles nila, congruent din yung intercepted arc nila. So, if the central angle is equal to 50 degrees, it goes that their arcs are also 50 degrees. Yan. So, yun ibig sabihin ng perpendicular segments. Okay, next. Number 4. If an inscribed angle of a circle intercepts a semicircle, then the angle is a right angle. O, ano naman ang kaibahan nito? So, meron tayong inscribed angle na nag-intercepts sa semicircle. So, ibig sabihin, ang pinaka-intercepted arc ng ating inscribed angle ay semicircle. O, pag ganoon, anong klaseng angle ang napo-form? Ang sabi, it's a right angle. Diba? O, tingnan natin. So, alam naman natin, pag sinabing right angle, the measure of the angle is 90 degrees. So, tingnan natin ha. Ayan. So, ginamit ko uli yung same circle. Pero, ang kukunin kong ay yung pinaka-semicircle. Ayan. So, heto yung pinag-intercept ng angle. So, heto yung angle na gagamitin ko. Ayan. So, alam naman natin na ang measure ng semicircle ay equivalent to 180 degrees. Okay. So, ayan na yung angle na sinasabi ko kanina. So, itong angle na to, ang pinaka-intercepted arc niya ay semicircle. Ngayon, ito na yung pinaka-angle niya. Yan. So, yung angle ADB is an inscribed angle that intercepts arc AFB. So, ito na yung pinaka-angle niya. Di ba ang definition ng inscribed angle na natutunan ninyo? The measure of the inscribed angle is half of the measure of the intercepted arc. So, kung ang intercepted arc is 180, so half, so divided by 2. So, it's 90 degrees. Kaya, ang measure ng angle ADB is 90 degrees. Therefore, angle ADB is a right angle. Ayan. So, alam natin na that an angle that measures exactly 90 degree is a right angle. So, tandaan nyo na basta ang inscribed angle ay nag-intercept sa semicircle. Sa semicircle, then it's a right angle. Tandaan ninyo, itong segment AB is a diameter, di ba? It's a diameter. So, in short, talaga siya ay semicircle. Next, theorem number 5. If a quadrilateral is inscribed in a circle, then its opposite angles are supplementary. So, ngayon, dito naman sa 5, binanggit ang quadrilateral. So, ano ba yung quadrilateral, di ba? It's a four-sided polygon. So, nasa loob siya ng circle. So, meron kayong tatandaan kapag ang quadrilateral ay nasa loob ng circle. Syempre, alam natin na kung 4 ang sides ng quadrilateral, 4 din yung angles. So, ano masasabi natin sa mga angles nila? So, supplementary daw. Okay, tingnan natin. Yan. So, meron tayong quadrilateral. Say X, O, Y is inscribed in a circle. So, nasa loob siya ng circle. At dahil nasa loob siya ng circle, makita ninyo na there are 4 angles. And out of the 4 angles, there are 2 pairs of opposite angles. So, ito yung first angle, angle YZX. And ang ka-opposite niya ay angle XOY. So, yan ang first pair. Yun ang tinatawag nating opposite angle. 1 pair of opposite angle. Then, the other pair, okay, so meron tayong angle CYO. At ang kapartner niya ay angle OXC. In short, angle YCX and angle XOY and angle CYO and angle OXA are opposite angles. Now, meron na tayong given na isang measure. So, which is 80 degrees. So, ano kaya itong isa? So, if measure of angle CYX is 80, then the measure of angle XOY is equal to 100. And then, yung isa naman, kung ito ay 95, if angle CYO is 95, what's the measure of angle OXA? Okay, so it's equal to 85 because 80 plus 100 is 180 and 95 plus 85 is equal to 180. Kasi yun ang sabi sa theorem eh. Dapat ang sum nila ay supplementary. So, ano ba yung supplementary angles? Di ba? Pag sinabi natin supplementary angles, two angles whose sum is equal to 180 degrees. Sa makatuwid, kung sila ay may sum na 180 degrees, we can say that angle y say x and angle XOY and angle CYO and angle OXA are supplementary angles. Yan ang sinasaad sa theorem. Okay, next, to continue, this time we're going to have theorems on angles formed by tangents, seconds, and chords. So, makikita nyo rito, may chords, may tangents, at may seconds. So, pinag-aralan natin last time yung kaibahan ng tatlo. Okay, next, let's proceed to theorem number 6. The tangent second theorem. So, given an angle with its vertex on a circle formed by a secant ray and a tangent ray, the measure of the angle is half the measure of the intercepted arc. So, you will see here different figures with secant ray and tangent ray. So, how do we find the measure of the angle out of this secant ray and tangent ray? So, we have figure 1. So, in figure 1, we have secant ray of AC and tangent ray of AB. And because of that, its intercepted arc is arc ADC. If the measure of angle BAC, or if the measure of arc ADC is 300 degrees, so based on the theorem, the measure of the inscribed angle out of this secant ray and tangent ray is equal to 1/2 the measure of the intercepted arc. So that means half of 300 is 150 degrees. So the measure of angle BAC is equal to 150 degrees. So ayan po yan ha. So makikita ninyo may mga secant ray at tangent ray tayo. So pag sinabi nating ray, it's heading only to one direction. Kaya makita nyo, one arrow lang to. And with end point. So, yun ibig sabihin ng ray. It has an end point and extended in one direction. So, it's not a line. It's a ray. Now, in figure 2, we have a secant ray, EF, and a tangent ray ED. So, ang intercepted arc niya ay arc EBF. So, kung ang arc EBF ay 200 degrees, ano ang measure ng angle DEF? So, kalahati. So, that's 100 degrees. So, the measure of angle DEF equals 100 degrees. Okay, next one. In figure 3, we have the secant ray, GH, and a tangent ray, GI. So, ang kanyang intercepted arc ay arc GBH. Ngayon, babaliktarin ko naman. So, kung ang given ay angle, ang measure niya ay 112 degrees. So, dapat doble naman tong arc GBH. So, anong sagot? Times 2, which is 224 degrees. But again, the measure of angle HGI is 112 degrees. Yan. So, makita ninyo na pag nag-intersect ang isang secant ray at tangent ray at nakabuo ng isang angle, ang sukat niya ay kalahati ng inscribed angle. And to the last theorem, we have if two chords intersect within a circle, then the measure of the angle formed is equal to half the sum of the measures of the intercepted arc. Ayan. So, yung chords ay nasa loob ng circle. So, ano mangyayari? So, syempre, magkakaroon ng mga intercepted arcs yan. Example. Ayan. So, we have two chords. Segment AD and segment BF. And so, AD and BF are intersecting chords which intersect at point E. Thus, it forms pairs of vertical angles which are angle FED and angle BEA. The other pair, angle AEF and angle DEB. So, tandaan nyo class, once na nagkaroon ng intersecting lines, for sure magkakaroon sila ng vertical angles. At there are two pairs of vertical angles here, katulad nga na naipakita ko. And so, dahil dyan, ayan. So, ano ibig sabihin yan? So, itong pairs of vertical angles na to ay equal. Kasi based on the definition, the measure of vertical angles are equal. Or, all vertical angles are equal. So, yan ang one pair. The other one, yan. So, angle AEF and angle DEB. Now, so based on the theorem, to get the measure of the angle, you need to get half of the sum of the measure of their intercepted arc. So, kunin natin sa angle FED. Ano ang intercepted arc niya? Okay, so arc AB and arc FD. So, ano ang measure ng angle FED? So, ito yung arc AB and then ito yung arc FD. So, what's the measure of angle FED? So, we have measure of FED is equal to 1/2 times the measure of angle AB plus measure of arc FD. So, that's 1/2 by substitution. 30 plus 80 is equal to 1/2 of 110 is equal to 55 degrees or 55. So, in short, the measure of angle FED is 55. Now, sabi ko nga kanina, dapat equal sila. So, kung FED ay 55, the measure of angle BAE is also 55. Yeah, because they are vertical angles. Okay, then one more. May isa pa pala. If a tangent and a secant, two seconds or two tangents intersect in a point in the exterior of a circle, then the measure of the angle formed is equal to 1/2 the difference of the measures of the intercepted arcs. So, anong kaibahan nito ng number 6 kanina? So, ito naman ay binubuo ng tangent secant, o kaya ay 2 seconds, o kaya ay 2 tangents. So, pag nag-intersect sila, automatic, nagkakaroon ng angle form. Ngayon, yung pinaka-intersection nilang point ay nasa labas ng circle. Yan. So, iba to ha. Mayroon tayong point na nasa labas ng circle. But still, makakabuo tayo ng angle kahit siya ay nasa labas ng circle. So, paano natin kukunin yung measure ng angle na nasa labas ng circle? So, let's see. Oh, you see a circle. So, meron tayong circle. na formed by a secant line and a tangent line which intersect at point K. Pero yung point K natin ay nasa labas. So, ganito yung sinasabi dito sa Theorem 8. So, paano natin makukuha yung measure ng angle K? So, yung angle na nasa labas. So, yan. Line LK is the secant line, while line JK is the tangent line. And, basically, point K is the exterior point. So, nasa labas siya, but where the two lines intersect. Hence, point K becomes the vertex of angle K. So, pwede tayong gumamit ng one letter to name an angle. So, kasi wala namang ibang angle na gagamit ng letter K. So, pwede tayong gumamit ng single letter. So, sa paggamit ng single letter, be sure na there's no other angle that will be used by that letter. Kaya safe gamitin 'yon. Kaya pwede tayong gumamit ng single letter. Next. So, ang ating target is to get the measure of angle K. So, makita ninyo itong angle K na to, there are two intercepted arcs. So, ang alam natin, the measure of the inscribed angle is half the measure of the intercepted arcs. In the intercepted arc. But there are two intercepted arcs here, di ba? So, meron tayong nakikitang bigger arc and smaller arc. So, the bigger arc is arc LJ and the smaller arc is arc HJ. So, ito yung mga na-intercept ng angle K. So, suppose that the measure of arc LJ is 150 degrees. And the measure of arc HJ is 110 degrees. So, what is the measure of angle K? By the theorem, it says that the measure of the angle is equal to 1/2 times the measure of arc, the bigger arc minus the smaller arc. So, the measure of arc LJ minus the measure of arc HJ. By substitution, 1/2 times 150 minus 110 is equal to 1/2 of 40. And 1/2 of 40 is equal to 20. So, in short, the measure of angle K is equal to charan! 20 degrees. O, ganon. So, ganon lang kasimple ha. Kapag dalawa yung nag-intercept sa angle, isa-subtract ninyo. But, remember, dapat yung angle na yun ay nasa labas ng circle. So, may mga cases tayo na nag-intersect pero nasa loob ng circle. So, ibang klase yun, ha? Okay, so that ends our lesson for today. So, thank you for listening. And again, if you have some questions or inquiries or anything, you can find me at my FB account at Opelia Bayaras or email me at bayaras.opelia@gmail.com or pwedeng pa-PM na lang. So, a day is over again. So, nakatapos na naman tayo na isang araw. At sana ay tuloy-tuloy nyo lang ang pag-aaral. At palaging tatandaan, pandemic pa rin. So, always keep safe everyone. Bye-bye. Love you all. I am Ma'am B. Now saying goodbye for now. Bye-bye.